I legitimately wanted to make a joke about the Queen song Invisible Man for the intro, but I legitimately couldn't find one, so that's concerning when I'm running out of witty puns. Alright guys, gals, and everything in between, I'm here today to review for you The Invisible Man. The Invisible Man is a film not starring John Cena that has Elizabeth Moss. She's trying to escape her toxic relationship, and she believes that maybe, just maybe, her late significant other is following her. And now we have our movie. The Invisible Man, this is one of the Universal Pictures kind of things. It's not in the Dark Universe, but Universal now has been trying to do their universe of their monsters and all of that for a long time. And the multiple failed attempts. I'm looking at you, Dark Universe, and Dracula Untold. But Blumhouse took over and said, okay, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to basically take low-budget horror style that Blumhouse does and use them with the Universal monsters. And I'm like, that is a legitimately great idea. And, you know, take these people who legitimately care about the property and make something of it. And here we go. I actually don't know the filmmaker, but probably should, because he's amazingly talented. The cinematography is what I first have to praise. It's simply excellent. The director and cinematographer utilize panning a lot, where it makes you on pins and needles wondering, am I going to see something here? Am I not? And there are times that nothing happens. And it's not a fake out jump scare or anything like that. It's just the way the camera moves. And I always love that, because you really can see a director and cinematographer's true style when you see the way they move the camera. And this film, the camera was moved in such a way that it really became a character of its own. The fight scenes, when fight scenes happen, were unique and visceral, and they felt really like you were in the action without feeling over the top. Elizabeth Moss also seriously deserves a lot of credit for what she did with this film, because she played such a damaged character, because a lot of what this film is an allegory for domestic abuse and PTSD, especially in a toxic relationship with somebody else. And spousal abuse is real, and it really addresses it, and it addresses it in a way that you can escape and be entertained, but at the same time, you have this feeling like this lump in the pit of your throat that you say, oh, this is actually a real thing. There are people going through this kind of damage. And Elizabeth Moss carries herself so well, and the filmmakers all do it so well, that the film is less about the Invisible Man, but more about addressing an issue without beating you over the head with it. Which is something that I've talked about in other videos about if a statement needs to be made in a film, it needs to be done in the proper way. Look at The Invisible Man, and you can see it. It's textbook amazing in that sense. With The Invisible Man, it is legitimately creepy, because you have this thing that even if there's not a scary scene going on, there's a heightened sense of paranoia of like, is he right there? Is he right there? Is he literally sitting on this bed with me right now? That's the kind of paranoia that this film brings, and it's legitimately fantastic. Now, not all films are perfect. This one does have some flaws, and one only flaw I can really think of is that this film does kind of suffer from a little bit, it's a little too long. And it does the Return of the King thing, where it has like 3 spots it really should have ended. Like, I was actually about to get up and get ready to leave, because it was straight up ending. And then all of a sudden it goes on for like another 15 to 20 minutes. And I just went, holy crap, we're still going with this. Oh, all right. Again, it was great with all of that, but it felt a little too long. There's a couple scenes that come to mind, only 1 or 2, but I think if those became deleted scenes, it probably would have fixed that only issue. Because I legitimately love The Invisible Man. This is a fantastic film, and if Blumhouse is in fact planning on doing these reboots or re-envisionments of the old classic Universal Monsters films, please keep going with the way this is happening right now, because this was excellent. This is a breath of fresh air for the Universal Monsters that was severely needed. And it hit, and it hit so well that my jaw was on the floor at how much I liked this film. Without a doubt, this will go down as one of my favorite films of the year. You absolutely should see The Invisible Man. I am going to say The Invisible Man is big screen worthy. Alright guys, gals, and everything in between, did you enjoy The Invisible Man? Do you appreciate the level of care they took for a property like this? Let me know. I would normally say don't forget to like and subscribe, but I'm not just on YouTube right now. I'm also on Cocoscope as Scott's Thoughts. I'm also on Facebook as Scott's Thoughts, which I encourage you to go click like on as well. So really, YouTube algorithm kicked me in the nads, and I'm trying to make do and evolve and really just spread out as much outreach as I can. So any help you guys can do for me on that, getting these view counts up, beating that YouTube algorithm, whether it be on Facebook, watching it there, sharing it there, or sharing it on Cocoscope, watching there. I'm trying to speak to as many people as I can, and I appreciate all the help you guys do. So don't forget to follow on any of these platforms that I'm on. And got plenty more videos coming to you. Love you guys.